Live from downtown Vancouver at the Vancouver Film School campus, it's time for EP Live. Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest in everything cool every single day. It is great to see all of you and all of you guys. Thank you so much for coming down for EP Live. We have got an awesome episode for you guys today. We've got a couple of former colleagues from the video game journalism scene, Sam Kennedy and James Milkey from Tigertron. They are going to talk about the first game that they are working on together. It's called Jupiter and Mars. They're going to be our guests in just a little bit. But first, of course, we've got to get to our rundown, which today we're going to dedicate to the Notre Dame Cathedral, which tragically has gone up in flames. And I can't imagine how the work people that were working on stuff inside the cathedral feel. Like my heart goes out to them and to all of the people of Paris that watch that, and to all of the fans and appreciators of history and culture around the world that watched all of that go up in flames, which is just so tragic. And I guess a good reminder of how fleeting the beautiful things that we create in our lives can be, right? So let's honor that memory, and hopefully it can be rebuilt, and some new artistic sort of creations can be put inside of the Notre Dame Cathedral. And thankfully, not all of it has burned down as well. There is some good news out of all of this stuff, but yeah. Let's give the shout out to Notre Dame and to the city of Paris, and let's get started with your rundown. Now, Episode 9 isn't the only awesome-looking Star Wars adventure heading to our galaxy this year. EA and Lucasfilm have revealed Jedi Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game from Apex Legends and Titanfall developer Respawn Entertainment. As expected, it takes place between the prequels and the original trilogy, with players taking the role of a young Jedi being hunted down by the evil Empire. EA stresses that this is a single-player-only game, and it will have no microtransactions, with the studio hoping to avoid all the problems that they had with the loot box-heavy Battlefront 2. Jedi Fallen Order lands November 15th, and the game looks great. They just showed us a little bit of a story teaser trailer with in-game assets, which is great, and I thought it was a very big, telling scenario that they promised no loot boxes and no microtransactions. If this is going to be a way that we're going to market video games, I think we should be shifting back to making video games like this. And if this becomes a back-of-the-box feature, we're not going to try to scam you for more money. Yay! If that's like a way that you're pitching your game, then maybe more game companies should be thinking along those lines. It is a bit weird that this is a live environment here, by the way. We're at 390 West Hastings, so the chairs do clank. But it is a bit weird that the Amy Hennig game and the Visceral Games game that was getting made got canceled, and then this has come up rather abruptly, but I know why. Respawn is awesome, and Respawn showed that they can make fantastic single-player experiences with Titanfall 2, which had a story-driven campaign that nobody expected. It was wonderful, and that was a big reason why it won our, all of our attention and won our hearts, and it was our Rocket and Ray Gun Award winner for that year. I think 2011. I don't know when was this. No, it wasn't that long. 2015? I don't know. Time's flying by. But it was an amazing game when it came out, and those guys are incredible at Respawn. 2011. That was way too long ago, wasn't it? Yeah. Was it 2016? 2016. 2011, 2016. What's 5 years? What's 5 years in an industry that's just hurtling at the speed of light, and games are coming all the time. So that is why, and the game does look hot. I can't wait to play it. That wasn't the only thing, though. They had the Clone Wars trailer, which looks incredible. There was the Resistance Season 2 panel. The Star Wars live show had all kinds of people talking about Galaxy's Edge, which opens up at the end of May in Disneyland, the theme park attraction. But the thing that just took my breath away, and certainly Episode 9's teaser trailer looks awesome. I can't believe that the Emperor is back with Roll It Again. I loved that. But the Mandalorian, I don't know if you guys caught all of the leak stuff that was all over the internet. Don't watch leak stuff. Yeah, right. But it was all over the internet, and so I consumed all of it. I watched as many different weird angles that people shot on cell phone. Don't do that, by the way. That sucks when you do that, but thank you for doing that. Because I was able to watch some of the clips, and God, that show looks amazing. It's definitely like a, something out of the old West, but fused with classic Star Wars, and I think Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are going to be a force to be reckoned with. See what I did right there? Okay. All right, let's move on. It looks like more and more likely that a sequel to the PlayStation 4-exclusive Horizon Zero Dawn is on the way. Guerrilla Games has been rumored to be working on a follow-up ever since the first game was released in 2017, and now we have another reason to think that it's coming. Actress Janina Gavankar, who appeared in DLC for the first game, was asked about working on the project during her appearance at Star Wars Celebration. She said that it was incredible, but just wait until you see the sequel, which sounds like she may have accidentally let slip that the unannounced sequel is on the way. No, I'm sure she got one of those. No official announcements have been made, but Horizon 2 would be a great launch window title for the PlayStation 5, which is rumored to be landing this holiday season or in probably early 2020. It's going to be interesting to know, to find out when the PlayStation 5 is coming, but yeah, I think that a Horizon 2 game makes a ton of sense, but I think a lot of the launch titles for the PlayStation 5 will also play on the PlayStation 4. I think definitely the third-party companies are going to hedge their bets and release titles that will work on existing machines and will be better on the PlayStation 5, and I wouldn't put it past Sony to do that with their own title. It worked for Breath of the Wild for Nintendo, so I think we'll all be cool with that if a Horizon 2 game runs on both current gen and next gen. But it's coming, man. It's exciting. That was a terrific experience, and major accolades have to continue to be going in Guerrilla Games' way, because that game came out at the same time as The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, and it was still phenomenal. It still captured our hearts and our attention because it was so well made. And what a surprise from Guerrilla, who had kind of just been focused on first-person shooters for so long. I am missing Killzone, by the way. I do want another Killzone game from Guerrilla Games. I was thinking about that the other day. All right, one of the world's most famous video game characters isn't finished raiding the big screen. A sequel to last year's Tomb Raider movie is going forward. Deadline reports that MGM and Warner Brothers have begun developing a screenplay, with Alicia Vikander expected to reprise the role of Lara Croft, although no word yet on who might direct. The last film floundered at the box office in North America, but overperformed internationally, particularly in China, making it just one in a growing lineup of Hollywood bombs that have been saved by the Chinese market. Expect the studio to keep that in mind while developing the next film. It is very weird. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty cool, but it was also safe. And it was weird that it was a PG-13 film based around an R-rated or an M-rated video game experience that got very, very grotesque, very bloody. Lara Croft in that first reboot game back in 2011. I think everything came out in 2011. We're gonna say that today. No, but when that first rebooted Tomb Raider game came out, it shocked us. She just went through hell in that thing, and Alicia Vikander did go through some hell. She went through heck, I think, in the movie, and I think she needed to go through a little more hell, and they needed to show us a little bit. Obviously they bet on everybody coming, and it's a big family experience to go and see Tomb Raider because she's so beloved and well known. But if the game that the movie is based on, and the game series that the movie is based on, clearly it is an M-rated experience, they should have gone a little darker. They should have gone heavier and freaked everybody out and made it a little bit more palpable than it was. As it was, it came off as a little bit of a Alicia Vikander got stuck at the Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland or something, It just wasn't a punch enough. But I did dig it, and there were some good choices in there. My favorite scene in that movie was the London bicycle chase scene where everybody was chasing her and she was spilling paint behind her. I thought that was clever. I think she's phenomenal, and she's a good choice for Lara Croft as well. James Cameron has recruited someone from the Final Frontier for the new Avatar movies. After playing not one but two characters on Star Trek Discovery, Malaysian actress Michelle Yeoh is heading to Pandora. She's been cast in the upcoming sequels to Avatar as a new character, a human scientist named Dr. Karina Moog, although it's unclear if she'll be a hero or a villain. It's also unclear how many of the Avatar sequels she'll be in. Cameron is currently filming no less than 4 movies back-to-back, with the idea being that filming them all at once will keep production costs down. The first one hits Earth in December 2020. I also saw that Vin Diesel was on the set of Avatar, and there was a lot of speculation that he might be driving a race car around the streets of Pandora. Yeah, these are clearly going to be huge movies. Sam Worthington couldn't be happier that these are coming out because we've all forgotten his name. And same with Zoe Saldana, who's run into some rough patches recently in the Marvel Universe. So I think it's going to be very interesting. Never count this man out, you know. Even The Abyss, which bombed for him, is still an incredible movie. And I think every James Cameron fan out there would agree with me on that. The guy is very, very, very interesting. Whatever he kind of steps up to the batter's box to kind of smack out there, you got to pay attention to it, because more often than not, it's a home run. And the guy is, you know, just a student of the art of filmmaking and understands every facet of it. Must be murder to work for him, because he's, you know, he's expecting the best out of everybody. But look at what his career has given the world. You know, incredible stuff. So I'm excited about Avatar, even though none of us talk about it anymore. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table, and if they can reach the heights that the first Avatar movie reached, which I loved. I thought it was incredible. But yeah, nobody talks about Avatar anymore. It's interesting.